Welcome to the Great Plains USBC City Tournament Round 2. This tournament did not go well for me. I'm kind of going to talk about why, what my moves were, what they should have been, and kind of how I could have fixed some of the mistakes. But first, let's get to watching some of the mistakes. So you guys might have been able to see the first frame. I was actually throwing the Rhino Pro. I actually started filming a little bit late, but I was throwing the Teal Rhino Pro, which is a pretty good ball for me, smooth on the lower end of my hook overall potential. One of the issues I was having was the middle of the lane hooked so much and the outside of my ball would kind of hang, which you'll see later on for sure. All you're seeing right now is a whole lot of hook. About halfway-ish through the game, I decided to switch to my Ethos, my Brunswick Ethos, which is a ball that also fits kind of that middle spot of my bag, but definitely way shinier, way cleaner, and a little more hook down lane, which I thought would help me out because I thought it would let me play further inside where my ball was hooking too much and maybe create some hold and some miss room inside, which with my Rhino, I had none. So I was hoping the shiny ball would create some hold inside, allowing me to move deeper inside the lane. However, I still really didn't have it, but you'll see even more of that game two as we get into it. So let's get to game two. And first off, you guys can grab any of our merch at thehousebowling.com. You can click the link up top or the link down below. Now let's get to game two and watching hopefully some better bowling. But I'll tell you right now though, it wasn't. I hope you guys can tell by the end of game two, which is where we're at, that the Ethos was clearly not the answer. I'm thinking about switching to the Hazmat. It didn't look good. None of them look good. An even weaker, shinier ball will get my ball further down lane, create a little more hold, and just allow me that miss room inside that I need. You saw me big four. You saw me go through the face plenty of times this game. I did not bowl a good game. This one was around 170. The first game was around 210. As a team, we haven't been bowling well. There's a team a couple pairs to the right bowling amazing. None of the other teams are really bowling well. Clearly, they're harder than they have been. But I think the hazmat was maybe the right answer for me. And what I was seeing, what I was feeling, the hazmat was the right answer. I thought I could go deeper inside or just throw a cleaner ball that doesn't quite have so much overall hook potential and it doesn't hook in the middle of the lane. So I'm trying to get it through that middle of the lane. However, I also threw a couple shots with that new blue hammer in the fill. And I think I'm going to go with that ball game 3 after switching to the hazmat. It was almost the same as the ethos, just a little sharper down lane, which kind of led me to the same mistakes that I made earlier. So I think the new blue hammer game 3 is going to be the play that I'm going to try and do. I'm going to try and move to the outside, firm up the ball speed actually a lot in hopes to, once again, create a little mess room inside, because on a house shot, you should have mess room in, you should have mess room left. And right now, it feels like I only have a little bit of room to the left. And even then, I washed out. So who knows if I have any room at all. But with that being said, new blue hammer, try and keep it a little simpler, a little more in front of me, move way left and up the speed a bunch. So I brought 2 of them in case I got to do that, or in case I got to move in and hook the lane. We'll see which one pays off. Hopefully, one of them does. As I try and recap game 3, I really try and think, just, is there some move that I could have made or a ball that I should have brought? I don't really know. If anything, I would have said an asymmetric hybrid bowling ball that I could have gotten somewhat of a smooth reaction out of, maybe a zigzag, maybe my perfect mindset where I could have played a little further to the left in that spot where it wasn't really hooking. Definitely still firmer with the speed, but given myself a ball that I know is going to hook every time, no matter what. Keep the hand up the back. I'm not saying that I would have shot 750 with the ball, averaging 250 over the course of 3 games, but I am saying maybe, just maybe, I'm able to squeak out like a 680 set, maybe just under a 230 average. Definitely still going to get some off hits for sure, but I think a lot of times what happens in this situation, for me, I see other people striking around me that aren't on the same pair as me, and I try and chase those strikes where sometimes the pair that you're on just doesn't have a lot of strikes to give. I shot 570, which is my lowest set in a very, very long time. However, the high set on my pair might have been Justin or Jared Romick, who's a 240 to 250 average bowler, both of them. And I think they shot like 670 maybe. And the other 2 guys shot around 620 or 610. So it's all the guys on my pair are 230 average bowlers. None of us reached our average, which is very unlike us, especially in a tournament setting where the focus is a little higher. You're really trying to score well. And for nobody to reach their average is very unusual. However, The scores have been low this tournament, so I understand that. But strategy-wise, could I have taken a different play? Absolutely. Mentally, I think I was also chasing far too many strikes, which I do get caught up doing sometimes. So bigger, better, on to the next one for sure. And I'm going to bring a little more spread of an arsenal where I think this time I brought too many balls in the same spot. From the Hazmat and the Ethos, really close in reaction to each other, just Hazmat a little weaker, a little more down lane. That Rhino Pro, smooth, solid. The new Blue Hammer, kind of the same thing. So I shouldn't have really seen a way different ball reaction in either one of those. And then I brought my spare ball. And I did bring the perfect mindset. I just don't think I gave it enough of a chance when I was trying to throw a billion strikes. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for tuning in. And I will take all of your sympathy likes. I'll take all of them. Appreciate it. Thanks for watching. And until the next one, where I see you guys wearing my merch. Peace.